All right. Hello. Today we have here Brian Greene. He is the app creator of Scale, a new type of dating app. He is also the author of Optimal Happiness. Love ain't never been enough. Brian Greene, we are so happy to have you here. Thank you. Let's talk about it. Let's delve right in. But before we start that, everyone wants to know who you are. So let's tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a entrepreneur. I have a couple of different businesses. I'm a published author. Optimal Happiness Love Ain't Never Been Enough. And I'm someone that has studied the social and dating scene for at least 25 years at this point. And I've always been intrigued of the interaction between men and women, dating, love, relationships, how we get along, how we treat each other, the different agendas that men and women often have. And I've been having conversations, thousands of conversations with women, thousands of conversations with men. And I think I have a unique perspective on what women want from men and what men want from women. And I've worked to bridge that gap because we need each other, we want each other, and we're happier when we're together and we have each other. So that's what my background, that's what I've been doing, that's what I'm interested in. I love having these conversations. It doesn't feel like work to me. I do it for fun. I do it in my personal life. So that's what I'm about. And we need to bridge this gap. I have some radical, some extremist views about revamping a lot of the male-female dynamics and interactions. And I just like having those conversations because that's the only way we can understand each other. And the more we have the conversations, the more we learn, the more we can understand each other, the more we can be together. And I'm really interested in discussing and communicating with those that have different views and that do not agree with me. Because if you agree with most of what I'm saying, then we don't really have a lot to talk about. But if you disagree with what I'm saying, some of the things that I say, then there's an opportunity for us to learn, for you to learn, or for me to learn, or both of us to learn. So disagreements is a good thing. It usually breaks down because people can't or don't know how to disagree without it being unproductive or rude or disrespectful. But disagreeing provides an opportunity to swap ideas, perspective, and experiences to find common ground or new experiences to move you forward in your life.
All right, great. So let's just go right into this app, right? We're living in this virtual world, pandemic. We are locked down. We are locked in. I'm sitting right here live on my couch. And you talked about this new dating app, right? You wrote a book, you talked about some topics there on love. And like you said, you have different views and you're bringing all these views together. You talk to hundreds and thousands of people, getting different perspective. So let's talk right now about scale. What is scale all about? And why
The
the name
scale,
scale?
right. So the name scale signifies what the app is about. So you think of a weight scale. You step on the scale, it gives you a weight or a reading, and it tells you how much you weigh. It could also tell you maybe your percent body fat if your scale is fancy or advanced. So you step on it, it give you information. Based on that information, you do things. Either you're satisfied with your weight, or you want to gain weight, or you want to lose weight based on that feedback that the scale provides you. So the app that I created, the Scale app, is designed to do something very similar, but regarding your physical attractiveness levels in a social setting. So it's a social app that can be used for dating, but it's a social app that will help provide social awareness in people's lives.
Okay, thank you. So you're saying that this provides social awareness for the individual that's being scaled, essentially.
Correct.
Okay.
So the users of the app will provide the feedback and information to other users on the app.
Okay. So tell us what makes your app different from other apps, right? Since it's a social app and you're saying it's more than just what we would see as a dating app, what makes your app a little bit different?
Yeah. So my app right now has a few a couple of distinct features that aren't out there right now. Number one, the scale, the ranking system, how attractive each person is on a scale of 1 to 10. And the way that's set up is, generally speaking, is attractiveness is a subjective thing. So, but to use the app, I got some guidelines that I created for people to use. So basically, 1 through 3, you're not that attractive. There's a lot of work that needs to be done to help you become more attractive. 4, 5, and 6, you're average. 4, you're on the lower end of average. 5, you're right smack in the middle. 6, you're on the higher end of average. And then we have 7, 8, 9, and 10. So, of course, 7, most people find you attractive. 8, you're really attractive. It's probably not anybody that's going to say you're unattractive. 9, you're one of the better looking people in the world. And 10, you're the best of the best. So that's the premise of the scale. That's how it's broken down. That's how I designed it to be used. So that's the ranking part of the app scale. There's another feature on the app called Pocket. The Pocket is just what it sounds like. When people say you're outside of your pocket, you're out of pocket. So based on your scale, you're going to have a rank. Say the people on the app ranks you a 5. Say it's 10,000 people, it's going to be an average. 10,000 people have ranked you, your average come out to be a 5. Boom, it is what it is, pretty clear. So you turn the feature Pocket on. Now there's an algorithm in there, a formula, if you will, that plus or minus 1 of your rank of 5. So if you turn the Pocket on and you're a 5, then the app is going to show you 4, 5s, and 6s. So the app does the legwork for you to find people that are similarly attractive as you are according to your rank. And the benefit of this is, if you're serious about dating somebody, then this can help save you time, because what happens is a lot of people want to date people that's way more attractive than they are. Okay. Let's say, keep the same example, if you're a 5, most 5s want to date 9s and 10s. But realistically, those people aren't interested in 5s. And that's what a lot of people go wrong. You date a 5, it doesn't work out for whatever reason. I mean, you're a 5, you're interested, or you meet somebody that's a 9 or pretty high up there. They're probably going to take advantage of you in some way, or you're not going to be able to hold their attention. So with that in mind, if you're serious about dating, turn on the Pocket and try to date and meet people that's within your same pocket. So on the other end of that, if you're a 9 or a 10, say you're a 10, one of the most attractive people in the world, you turn your Pocket on and the app is only going to show you 8, 9s, and 10s. Because if you're a 10, most 10s want somebody that's really attractive as well. And anything below, let's say probably a 7, you really don't have a shot at a 10, realistically speaking, from a physical attractive standpoint. So the app saves the 10s legwork, and it only shows them 8, 9s, and 10s. So this is a feature that's going to do some legwork for you and help point you in the right direction and help you date people that you probably have more of a realistic chance of dating and having success dating.
Okay, so this you're saying is classifying or putting people together in terms of the physical outward appearance. And then you mentioned that they 1s to 3s kind of have work that they can do. So are you suggesting that it's possible that there's still some hope for people within that range to do some things to get them to a higher scale rating? Or
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. There's some things that can be done. That's what anybody that doesn't like their scale rating or ranking, but it's designed. It's more in depth than that. So, say your rank comes out to be a 3, and you match with somebody, and you want to get some information from them, find out why they ranked you a 3, or you're a 3 on the app, and now you start having those conversations with those around you. If you have somebody in your life that tells you the truth, you may ask them the question, what can I do to improve my physical attraction? And now you start to have a conversation about things that are tough to hear, difficult to hear for a lot of people, but can actually help you in life. So even the ones, twos, threes, people on the lower end of the scale, there's opportunity. I mean, you're a two, you date a two, three or four, something like that. Maybe you're one, but it aligns you and helps you have some awareness around your physical attraction. And then based on that, you seek the information at this point. Now that you're aware, you have more awareness, you seek information and feedback. And then based on that, there's things that you can do to improve your physical attraction level. And that's where you want to be.
Okay, great, Brian. You've told us a lot of great information about this app. So I think people want to know then, who are you catering to? What type of people are you hoping to draw in, or what type of people should go ahead and download your app? Is there a certain group of people that you're targeting?
Yes, well, we're targeting basically anybody that hasn't had the success in dating that they would like. And we're targeting those people that don't have, that are interested in feedback on their physical appearance, and their physical attraction levels. And it's a social awareness app. It can be used for dating. There's a component there. But even if you're married or in a committed exclusive relationship, you still can jump on the app and get the feedback about your physical appearance and attraction level, because physical attraction affects your life in many different ways. So it's just not based on, oh, I'm looking for somebody to date. The feedback can be valuable to you in your professional life, everyday life. So we're targeting everybody, all different ages. 18 to 60 is how it's set up right now. We may even expand that past 60 moving forward. But anybody that wants information, more awareness socially, that's what we're targeting with this app.
Okay, great, great, great. And one more question. What inspired you to create this app, Mr. Optimal Happiness?
Yeah, well, that optimal happiness has inspired me because I'm aware that many people don't have people in their life that are looking to help them, that want to have those hard conversations with people, to give that hard feedback, that constructive criticism. A lot of people focus more so on feelings and not wanting to hurt people's feelings, and bypass the opportunity to tell them something that can probably help them. It may hurt their feelings in the short term, but it may springboard them to more awareness and improvement that finds them more happiness throughout their life. So that, and the idea that we're happy together as couples, and a lot of us are single, unmarried, divorce rate is through the roof. Times have changed. The dating criteria, the dating scene needs to be revamped. And this is a step in that direction. So that inspired me to come up with the app, and it's understanding that physical attraction is a large component of dating, of social awareness and happiness. It's not the only component, but it starts there. Whether people want to believe it or like it or not, you very seldom give somebody a chance in dating that you don't know, that you're not attracted to physically. You look at them, either you're physically attracted to them or not, and that usually determines whether you're going to have a conversation with them. Sometimes it determines if you're going to offer them a job, the interview, let them buy you a drink. There's so many different examples that's based on physical attraction. So I think it will behoove us as a society to master our look, our physical attraction the best we can. And the only way to do that is to get information, become aware, and then based on that information and that awareness, work to improve ourselves. So that's where the inspiration came from regarding the app.
All right. So thank you so much. Now, before I let you go, I know we want to cut this short, but is there anything else that you think that people need to know about Scaled, and how can they find you?
Yeah, so Optimal Happiness Guy on LinkedIn, Optimal Happiness Guy on Instagram, and Scale app can be downloaded for Androids at the Google Play Store, and for iPhones at scale.paragon.io. And we'll post a link on this video so you'll be able to find the app and test it out, man. Download it, test it out, and use it. And hopefully it helps you find somebody or brings you some social awareness to help you improve, or just reinforces what you already know. So there's lots of different ways you can go with it.
All right, all right. Y'all heard it live from Mr. Optimal Happiness. Come on out, download the app. Are you ready to get scaled? Thank you so much, Brian Greene, for coming and telling everyone about your app. We look forward to downloading soon. We look forward to chatting with you again soon. And again, if you haven't already done so, go on and follow Brian Greene on the Optimal Happiness Guy on Instagram and download that app at your Google Play Store. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks for having me.